Over the last several years, we've seen the woke Hollywood elites who sit in their echo chamber all day, every day, destroy these companies, destroy these brands, and destroy these IPs because they're more interested in selling a political narrative than they are actually entertaining people. And one of the worst offenders has been Jimmy Kimmel, a dude who used to do the Man Show, a dude who's dressed in blackface before, is now supposedly the moral authority for so many people. And even when ABC warned him that he's losing his audience, even when they said, maybe you should cut back on some of these jokes that are just specifically targeted towards conservatives, Jimmy Kimmel refused. And as a result, he's lost over half of his audience, and his show is a failure. Jimmy Kimmel told ABC he'd quit if executives stopped him from making Trump jokes. They knew I was serious, and that's how it starts. I refused to stop making these jokes. And what is it now? Jimmy Kimmel admits to losing half of my fans, maybe more than that, due to constant Trump hating. And I don't think there's very many people that are saying you can't make fun of Trump or Trump supporters in any way. But the problem is when you have 5-6 years of that's all that you do, you never take shots at the other side of the political aisle, you only take shots in one specific direction, a lot of people are just going to tune out. A lot of people are going to be tired of that. And when you look at the decline of late night talk shows, of these late night comedy shows that used to be so prevalent, they used to go after both sides. They used to make fun of everybody, and it was a little bit lighthearted and ribbing in nature, and that's why people tuned in for years and years and years. Now that's not the case. Now you can't tune in without being barraged with political talking points over and over and over again. And it's led to a failure for them. It's led to a decrease in ratings that is embarrassing for someone like Jimmy Kimmel. ABC late night comedian Jimmy Kimmel has made Trump bashing a central part of his TV persona. Now he's publicly admitted his decision cost half my fans, maybe more than that. In an interview this week with Naked Lunch Podcast, Kimmel portrayed himself as a rebel, claiming he defied network bosses who hinted that trashing tens of millions of potential viewers might not be a good idea. There was at one time, maybe, I don't know, right around the beginning of this whole Trump thing where that was kind of hinted at. But I just said, listen, I get it. I don't disagree. I mean, you're right. And as a result, Kimmel said he's launched a good chunk of his fan base. I've lost half my fans, maybe more. 10 years ago, among Republicans, I was the most popular talk show host, at least according to the research I did. I said, if that's what you want to do, I understand. I don't begrudge you, but I'm not going to do that. So if you want somebody else to host the show, that's fine. That's okay with me. I just couldn't have lived with myself. Well, according to these numbers, that's what they should have done, because just look at the drop from 2016 to 2020. Jimmy Kimmel had about 3.5 million people tuning in every week to watch him. That fell all the way down to 2 million by 2020. What's it like in 2022? Even worse. Look at these numbers. This is back from September, so it's a while ago, but it tells a pretty accurate story of what's still going on right now. A Fox News show, a Fox News cable late night show that runs during that same time frame, is dominating the other late night talk show hosts. You got Late Show with Stephen Colbert, you got Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, you got 11th Hour on NBC, you got Fox News at night, and then you had Jimmy Kimmel with just over 1 million viewers. It's cost him way over half of his audience. But this is the same story we see in all of Hollywood. And again, I don't think a ton of people are out there saying you should never say anything bad about that side of the political aisle. But if you're supposed to be a late night comedy show, but all it is political talking points, that's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way. That's going to cause a lot of people to leave. And that's exactly what has happened. This is the story throughout the entire entertainment industry right now. And there is something, you go back to this 2016 time frame, there is something about the election of Donald Trump that seems to have sent all the Hollywood elites into overdrive. This is the story we've seen with Jimmy Kimmel, but it's also the story we've seen with a bunch of other different IPs or networks or brands or production companies, etc., etc., etc. They lost their minds. And as a result, they lost a ton of their audience along the way. So now Jimmy Kimmel is admitting it. He's admitting, hey, listen, ABC asked me to stop this. I didn't. And as a result, I've lost more than half of my viewers, more than half of my fans, because he can't stop being a politically motivated hack. Everybody has a certain side of the political side that you probably fall into more often than not. The difference is that that's all you ever talk about and all you ever do is vehemently attack the other side and basically tell people, if you think that way, I don't want you watching, that's going to be a massive problem. I can't imagine that everybody who watches my channel or watches my videos agrees with me. But the difference is, I'm not sitting there and saying, you know what, if you voted for somebody like this, you're disgusting, you're evil, you're a terrible person. That is what Jimmy Kimmel and so many others in Hollywood do night after night, and people are sick and tired of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.